Hello, my name is Brian Pilkington, and the information literacy model that I will be discussing is SCONAL, otherwise known as the Seven Pillars of Information Literacy. This model is one of the most widely known models of literacy and was first published back in 1999. It has since been revised to stay up to date, but still remains a model that is set to define core skills, competency, attitudes, and behaviors for information literacy development for higher education purposes. The seven pillars that are included in this model are as follows: managing, evaluating, presenting, gathering, identifying, planning, and the scoping of information. Knoll and Brown state that SCONAL promotes awareness of the role of academic libraries in supporting research excellence in student achievement and employability, and represents their views and interests to government, regulators, and other stakeholders. As a librarian, this model serves as an excellent tool for teaching research strategies to patrons. Currently, my students are learning how to research a topic to create a project on the given topic of Louisa May Alcott. Through the steps of SCONAL, they are receiving a thorough understanding of the research method. As a class, we identified the topic that was to be researched, helping students to recognize the type of information that would be needed. Next, we were able to scope out a plan of action for the type of information that would be needed for our topic. The students agreed that we would need biographical information on Louisa May Alcott, and we would need to ensure that the information was from valid peer-reviewed resources. Thirdly, we addressed the planning stage. Discussions were had among the students and librarian as to where we would look for these sources. It was determined by all parties involved that we would first check the biography section of the library and then continue to online resources that fell within our search terms. Next, we would need to gather these sources from biography books that were available in the library or through peer-reviewed, verified websites. Sources would then need to be evaluated to ensure that they were of quality, accuracy, relevance, bias, reputation, and credibility as stated by Knoll and Brown. Students now reach the pillar where they learn the importance of referencing sources appropriately to avoid plagiarism. This pillar is known as managing. It is imperative that students understand referencing techniques and the use of information and resources ethically. Finally, it is time to put all these steps together and present our findings on Louisa May Alcott from the research. All the information is ready to be summarized and presented to the audience of choice. This model is an excellent way to move patrons from novices to experts. It is also important to note that this model does not have to be in a linear process. A patron can be simultaneously developing within several pillars at the same time. As stated by OD, this model was designed to address a set of generic skills and understandings for different users as a lens that highlights different attributes, adds in more complex or simple statements, and uses language that is recognized by the clientele that is being presented to in a specified setting. It is intended to be used flexibly by teachers and students who can adapt it to their learning situation. Thank you for listening to my presentation on the seven pillars of information literacy. I hope that you have gained knowledge that will help you in your personal teaching setting.
Created using Powtoon.